That makes sense.
Okay, I think I forgot to record the last session. All
It's all right.
right, but
Yeah,
yeah, so
it wasn't recorded.
well, look, people want to reach out, I'll do something else. But well, anyway, I've got to work out what we should be doing as a collective anyway, so we can all start making some bank.
Yeah.
All right. So I might hit fast forward. Have we seen enough of this particular leg?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's closed the gap now, so yeah, that's good. Yep.
Now
It was
it's
interesting to
closed the
watch
gap.
it close the gap and how it did it. Oh, now it's okay. Yep.
Now that's a bloody close. Now, I would not take this trade. But what do you think is going to happen now? If you look at my last two videos, what happens every day?
We're going to sell off
And where are we going to sell off to?
Flat now. Oh,
to the next.
Who's not flat? You know who's not flat?
The banks.
These guys.
Yeah.
The guy that initiated trades down here couldn't close his book from here to here. Nor him, nor him, nor him, nor him. Now, I wouldn't trade it until I had a setup.
I took a sell up there, by the way. It was a loss.
A sell off here.
Hold on, I'll see if I can try and mark it on the screen. Pen. About here. You see that? Yeah, there.
You took
so there was
here.
Yeah, black candle there, and then obviously tried to come back up into it, and then it took the low of the white candle that tried to come back into it. So I sold there. My stop was at the high above the black candle, and I lost. Is that a correct loss, or is that am I off?
Yeah, look, it is. If we were probably, I'll tell you, if we're trading as a collective, right? Oh, sorry, I just stuffed your drawing up.
It's all right. I'll just rub it off.
If we were trading as a collective, we'd all be talking about this. So
yeah, true.
That I think has caused you a lot of heartache for the day, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So yeah, but look, is a valid yeah. The only thing is gaps always close, so that's just something I probably wouldn't have gone too far into.
Yeah.
Okay, now into close next day.
And it goes back down.
It'll come,
of course.
it does it every day. Well, this is into a new day, so it can run over days. But you know, we're participating in smaller term moves, but from an overall market structure perspective, and when does it bounce?
I just had to fill them. Yeah.
I think LSD lost a lot of money.
Come on, man.
I think in the 5 to 10 5 pips range.
Yeah, man. You know it is.
But look, you don't need to take swings like that. But once you start to see that that's how it works, right? It's hard for you. It's more about reading the market. So once you understand the sort of cycle of the market, whether we're in a sort of really shit range or we're starting to trend as we should, where these uncovered gaps are, like it just makes it a fairly easy game to play. And don't get focused on perfection. Because perfection's not
crazy.
really...
Those two candles were literally that book. That's insane.
Yeah,
those two. So the ones over here on the right, and the next day, if you have a look, so you went down, completely down, and completely back up. It's just like, yeah, it's freaky when you look at it and it's drawn up.
Think about it like this, right? All through here, when I was at the bank, I'm executing orders. Happy man. This is where the analysts have told me I can trade. This is where the clients agreed I can trade. Oh shit, right?
Now fucked up, yeah. And then
I'm gonna pull my orders at this point. I'm not gonna fucking do anything, right? So that's me liquidity out of the market. So that gives it a lot of impetus to go up here, right? I'm not trading this as a bank. I'm trading this as a trader, but not as a bank. But me getting out of that market, taking away my liquidity, it's not just me. It's like me and probably Deutsche Bank and, you know, maybe Goldman. We're fucking out. That's a sign that we all know that you see that with a bit of conviction, get the fuck out. And you know that this move is going to complete. Now you know that this move is from here to here. And you know that me and Goldman's and Deutsche are all sitting there going, oh, this is fucked. Bring it back down. Where do we bring it
Come
down
back,
to?
come back, come
Right
back.
there. And we're not stressing about it. We know it's going to happen. Difference is when you're working at a big bank, you've got unlimited cash to spend, so you're not that stressed about it. Like 50 grand is like nothing. You can be like 400 grand offside. It's not a big deal. But if I was offside here working at a bank and I went, oh, and I was talking to my boss, he said, what did you do? I said, oh, I kept trying to get it right. You know, you just sit there and go, well, you're sacked. You're an idiot. You know you're not allowed to do that. No, don't do it. So it's not
Stop trying
stressful.
to pull it back. Just let it do it. Yeah.
Yeah. But then when I know that this move comes in, all right. So where would this move start off? So here we had our break. Here we had, when do we get a push back into here? Like kind of around here, guys, you're looking for a sell, really.
Is there amount of candles? So that's interesting. You've got 1, 2. So you had your push up, and then you didn't get a break until 3 candles later. Is there a minimum candles that you take, or as soon as it breaks, just go?
Yeah, because look, you knew that this was uncovered, all right?
Yep.
And you knew that this was eventually where it was going to head. Now the only question is how much risk in your stomach. That's what I was trying to say. So ineloquently, at the bank, I'm not caring if I've got to stop here. As a private trader, I hate taking losses. I like to stop small. So I wait for precise entries and precise setups, you know. But you know, it's going to put it this way: if the market's not doing what you expect, right? So let's say a rip down right from here, okay? I would know that the only problem is that I'm missing a zone like this that's probably somewhere back here, okay? That's it.
Yeah.
Because it's not doing anything other than going from this to this. That's that entire move closed, the entire cycle. And I think that's 3 videos now in a row where it's done exactly that. Every day it comes back. Doesn't need to close that day, but you just need to keep those things on your charts. In fact, do you guys leave your lines on your charts after you've done a session's trading?
Yes.
And you come back the next day and go, oh, fuck, that all came back to that line exactly?
It showed, yeah. I then go through and close it off the next day, and they're pretty much I'm deleting all the lines. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I delete them all too, but you'll notice that when you're doing it, right, you'll notice that you come in the next day and you go, because like you're obviously not trading all sessions. Like I finish at about 7 o'clock my time and I come back the next day and you can see through New York, they're all going back to the ranges. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So any other questions on that?
So for a sell, are you looking for a break of the low of a white candle? And for a buy, is it the top of a black candle, or am I getting it wrong?
No.
Buy is the back of white. Buy is white because you're looking for it to go up, and then if you're going to sell on that, so you're looking for it to push up. If the line's above and it's pushing up, you want to break the bottom of the white. For a
No,
sell.
buy would be the top of a black, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
the
a
black
buy
would try and come.
Here's a good example of a buy, right? Body couldn't hit the last body. Where am I buying? I'm buying at the top of the body of that black candle.
There would have been the buy before that, though, wouldn't there? Like just the candle before that.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, the candle before that. If you go back to where your mouse was, do you see that little white candle before that? It broke above the black candle before that, didn't it?
Yeah. So you could have bought
that would have been your buy.
Yeah. And for a sell, what are we looking for?
Yeah, there's a sell there as well.
That's a sell right there. Yeah, is that a sell right there? The white candle.
Yeah.
So would that be
between those 2 blacks? Is that the one? Yeah.
Yeah. So you couldn't push back into that body. So you had your white. So the break of that white candle, right? So you had this candle couldn't push into this candle. A little failed attempt. Everybody abandoned that. Bang. Straight back down.
So what if there was a smaller black candle after the white candle? Do you know what I mean? So if that white candle there, imagine it was a bit bigger. There was a black candle after that, which didn't take the low. Would you then be looking for a break of that black candle or just the white candle? Still
the white candle. Because if you got 2 black candles within themselves, they're sort of forming the same part of the move. Like it's not necessarily time dependent. We have to use a time because we don't have a DOM. But if they're like sort of all of this is pretty much one move, but it is delineated by that.
Right. Okay. Got it.
Cool. All right, guys.
Yeah.
I think that might be enough for one day. Any
Appreciate
other
your time.
questions?
Thank you so much.
Oh, anytime. Look, guys, this will be fun. I'm quite serious. We should, once we get everybody skilled up, we should start to think about how to best operate. You know, even if it's a collective or if we start sitting there running prop books or whatever the hell we do, but like just do 20 trades and keep doing it. And pretty soon you're just going to go, all right, this just works over and over. And losses become irrelevant to you. So,
yeah. Someone asked if this works on US30.
oh, did they? Oh, shit, this chat's going. Does it work on the US 30? It doesn't, it doesn't. What do I mean by that? Okay, a stock index, when the markets are on, are basically a reflection of a group of stocks, right? So the US 30 is 30 individual companies, and the prices move up and down, and the futures price has to mimic that. If it gets too far away, it gets arbitraged out. The opportunity for the US 30 and all stock markets occurs when their markets are closed and they're on synthetic trading. Is everybody catching what I'm saying here?
Could you repeat that?
Okay, when the stock, I don't. If you already understand all of this, forgive me, but I'll go through it in a bit of detail. So the US 30, right, or the Dow Jones, is about 30 companies, and it's a calculation about all of their share prices. So every day their share prices go up and down. So when their stock markets are open, the US 30 index has to mimic the price movement of those 30 stocks. Everybody got that so far?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, there's a little bit more to it, like interest rates and future cash rates, but let's just assume that that's the case. During the session, that means that you get efficiency, right? What happens is when they're shut is that you move over to overnight markets, and the overnight markets dislocate price because they're trying to forecast what they think the price is going to be, not what the actual prices are. So the opportunity for stock index is actually trading the difference between synthetic pricing and real pricing. That, unfortunately, gentlemen, is a strategy for another day, but I'll show you that after we've got this one down.
Yeah, okay.
But it's and then there's a gold one, and this one's a humdinger. Gold, all right. I sent you guys a link. If you don't use that link, just make sure you get your hands on bond data. All right. All these people that tell you that they can trade gold. If you get access to live bond data, let me know and I'll show you something about gold. And you just go, oh, so that's how gold works. But essentially, gold and bonds work precisely the same way. And no one will show you that, but I swear to God, once you go, oh, that's what the bond price is doing, therefore gold's going to do this, it'll happen 99% of the time, and you'll see gold unlike anybody else does ever.
Another edge. You got all the edges. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Well, we've been doing it a long time.
Been doing it long enough. Yeah, that's right. You start to see them, don't you?
Yeah, it's not like, I also had pretty good trading from people that had been doing it for decades and decades before me. So it's not like I sat there.
Yeah,
and
well,
said,
the teaching that you've had is completely different to any of what we've had. Yeah.
They didn't say here's an abacus, go for it.
Yeah.
But look, guys, it's getting late Saturday. It's time for a beer for me. I hope you guys found that helpful. And thanks for participating in the group too, guys.
Just one last question.
Yep.
So US 30 and Go itself has a different way of trading it.
Look, you probably can do it this way. In fact, I know you can do it this way. I just wouldn't recommend it. Just stick to the US pairs because there's a lot of opportunities to do it with the US. But if you really want to get focused on stock markets and you really want to get focused on gold, there's a couple of different approaches because there's intermarket forces that drive all prices. So it's not random, it's transfer of funds, but it's also things like if the bond rate in Germany is moving in one direction, it's bound to push the euro in another direction, which is bound to make the US dollar move in another direction, which is bound to make gold do a whole host of other things. And it's nothing to do with trading. It's just how world economies or world trade actually functions, if that makes sense. So give it a try. I'm sure you wouldn't lose money. I'm sure you'd probably make a lot of money. but you're better off sticking with the US dollar would be my advice. Okay.
Alright, got it. Thank you.
But yeah. Have you guys all got backtesting software?
Yeah, I posted
Can you
some for
pin it?
everybody to use as well.
I
want
didn't
to pin
post. I didn't post it. LSD. did
No,
it
you can
for
still
us.
pin it though. Yeah, you
Oh,
can
can I?
pin it though. Yeah, if you just right click on any message and say pin, it puts it straight to like in that list, and then we can just go along and click it, and it takes us straight to that message.
Awesome.
Yeah, I posted
In
the backtesting
TG.
software that I use.
Yeah, so
That's
if you can find that, just right click and say pin, and then we don't have to keep searching through it. We just basically can go straight to that message.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
Pinning's awesome in Telegram. Yep.
You can show my age here with technology, aren't I? All right. Well, I will pin that. I'll post these recordings.
Thank you.
And yeah, look, if any of you guys got any questions, just reach out on the group, because now you're all starting to get the hang of it. I'm sure a lot of you'll be able to, tell each other when setups are coming. You
Help each other. Yeah, I think so.
reminded me when I missed about 27 in a row, which was good.
Thanks, Cameron.
Cool. All right. Enjoy the
Thank
rest of
you.
the weekend, guys.
it's a
a
more
great
than
night.
thanks actually.
Yeah, definitely more than thanks. Thank you.
More than
See you guys.
Cheers, bye.
Bye.
thanks.